Dictator Don is a big, fat con. Dictator Don is not really a businessman, but he has conned a lot of bankers into thinking he is. Dictator Don doesn't worship any god other than money and power and his own ego, but he has conned a lot of Christians into believing that he does. And there is no way that Dictator Don is a patriotic American. He doesn't even have a clue what a democratic republic is. Oh, no. Dictator Don, his way of succeeding in the real estate business when he was doing that was to lie, cheat, and steal from his lenders, his partners, his tenants, and even the federal government. And his way of obtaining political power was to lie, cheat, and steal from his own supporters. And when, in spite of all the lying and all the cheating and all the stealing, he actually lost an election, his way of trying to hold on to power was not only to lie, cheat, and steal, but also to stir up a gang of thugs and try to intimidate the Congress into letting him retain power. And that's not all. When he couldn't hold on to power even that way, he did everything he could to handicap the next administration, and he stole from the White House everything of value that he thought he could get away with. Dictator Don is pretty consistent. He ran his business like a mafia family. Number one, nobody but the Don had any real power. Number two, the Don controlled his subordinates through intimidation. And number three, the Don required everyone to believe unquestioningly any lie that came out of his mouth. Then, Dictator Don run the White House like an absolute monarchy. Nobody but the dictator had any real power. The dictator controlled his subordinates through intimidation. And the dictator required everyone to believe unquestioningly any lie that came out of his mouth. It's the same thing. And in both cases, he was only in it for personal wealth and power. Well, when a business deal went bankrupt, he made sure that he got out of it with as much of value as possible, and that his lenders and business associates were left holding the bag. When he couldn't hold on to the White House any longer, he did exactly the same thing. Now, I have got to admit that Dictator Don is really good at one thing. He is a big, fat, but very talented and successful con man. And in this case, when I say con, I mean confidence artist. He is really good at telling lies and getting people to believe them. And like any really talented confidence artist, he can even get people to pretend to themselves that they believe things that they know are not really true. Dictator Don is amazingly good at that. But I think, at least I hope, that he has finally stretched out his con a little too far. His lies are becoming ever more obvious, and his behavior more bizarre. It looks like maybe his spell may be wearing off. Even though it is very difficult, I realize, for people who have been conned to accept the fact that they were gullible. But even the most successful confidence artists must know when to hold them and when to fold them. And right now, Dictator Don is in too deep to fold. So let's convict the big fat con of at least a few of his many crimes. The term con can also mean convict. Now is the time to put the big fat con where he belongs, in a small, dark prison cell. Thank y'all for your attention. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope it's been helpful, and I hope you'll join me again sometime. As usual, all of my videos are available at www.daftwold.com.